Well, hello there, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Last time we were doing, I think, the world quest, questioning Melazine and answering machine. We did Act 1 of that, and I just unlocked Act 2. That's actually what the quest is that I have queued up here. And yeah, that was a bit of a story, but today I want to do other stuff. Again, like I mentioned, I've been trying to kind of do a lot of exploration in the main 4.0 area. So the Beryl region, the Belau region, and the Court of Fontaine region. These were the three regions I came at 4.0. So I'm trying to do as much as I can in these areas. I was initially planning on 100%ing these if I can, but it seems like that's not really possible because in the Beryl region, or there's a few reasons. One, I can't unlock gated chests. So wait, where's the gated chest in this region? Oh, here it is. Gated chest. I can't unlock all the gated chests because the gated chest requires keys. It requires keys which you get from the Statue of the Seven. And I'm not planning on unlocking my Statue of the Seven until right before Alekino comes out, because before she comes out, I want to unlock everything and get all the gems, get all the rolls in, get all the standard rolls in. And so yeah, these gated chests aren't going to be open, and I don't know how much they contribute into exploration points, but there's a few of them that I can't open. So so I can't get 100% exploration, I'm assuming. And of course, there's also quests, and there's just, I just don't know how to get all the exploration points, because there is like a chest. If I use my compass, I lied. I thought there was a chest here. I could have swore there was a chest in this area that I just fooled myself. Yeah, here it is. There's a chest that's underground somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, so sometimes I find chests like this and I don't know where they are, and I don't know if they're connected to world exploration, like world quests, or they're just normal world exploration chests I can't get. So that's a bit annoying, but people do say that world quests contribute to world exploration, and so that's what I'm going to be trying to do, especially in these three regions. The world quests I was doing, questioning Melazine and answering machine, we had to go all the way into the other area over here. So that world quest doesn't seem like it's a world quest that was unlocked in 4.0, and so I should be avoiding stuff like that and just do world quests that seem to have been unlocked in version 4.0 or 4.1. Because I think this region, no, 4.1 introduced this region above, and then 4.2 introduced this region over here. So yeah, just 4.0 regions. So again, just trying to get 100% exploration in these regions, and so today we're just gonna be doing some stuff that I think might trigger world quests. If not, we'll just do some exploration on camera. That's fine as well. Again, I've mainly done with this region. Everything in this barrel region, I think I've done, or as far as I can see. All the underwater region in version 4 I've also already done, it seems, mostly. So like all this area, basically all the exploration up until like this point I've done. All the water stuff, obviously the water stuff in version 4.1 and in version 4.2 I haven't done yet. But all the water stuff in version 4 I think I've done. I haven't explored this entire island, because half of this island includes stuff from 4.2, and so I've done some of the stuff in this little area. Also in the Court of Fontaine, I haven't really explored a lot of the Court of Fontaine, and in the Court of Fontaine, I haven't explored the Fleuve Cendré area either. Like, I haven't explored that area at all. I'm sure there's chests and stuff under there. And then for the Court of Fontaine region, I've explored basically everything under this path. So this path here, everything I've explored under it, I've explored. But again, the stuff above bleeds into 4.1. And so that's what I've been doing. Again, it's just a little summary of what I've been doing. And so I just want to finish off what I can. So there's a bunch of like question marks. Haven't been here underground. You know, there's a question mark here. I'm pretty sure there's a quest here. Again, I explored the underwater region. Don't forget the Nars Ordo. I think I'm going to do that next episode, depending on what this video entails. There's also a question mark there as well. And so there's a few things to do. And so I want to start off specifically with the underwater stuff. There's a quest here, question mark, and a quest here, question mark as well that might be connected. But first off, I want to do underwater stuff. So let's do the underwater stuff. Because again, I am pretty... Oh yeah, there's also this ship that appears. Again, this is the ship that we saw during the Melzine World Quest. And again, down there is a gated chest that I can't get because I haven't unlocked my Statue of the Seven. I do have stuff to unlock the Statue of the Seven, but again, I kind of want to save that for a video, so I'm not going to do that. Over here is a room, and you know, just a little bit of a puzzle that I had to do to unlock it. So I had to get these two things lit up by using the Numa stuff. I unlocked this room. There's like probably a chest and some stuff here, but there's also this music record player thing that I see here, right? And so I see this, and I want to see if this starts a world quest, because if it does, I want to record it on camera, but if it doesn't, then it's fine. Okay, but anyways, let's read this, just play this, and see what happens. Oh, it just changes music? That's it? Oh, okay then. And I got an achievement as well. What does that achievement even say? These are a few of my favorite things. Okay, that's a reference to... What's it? Isn't it a Christmas song? No, it goes like... Na 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 na. These are a few of my favorite things. And then I think Ariana Grande made like... I don't know if it's called a remix, but she made a song that had that in its, you know, had a little bit of that idea. Anyways, I guess I should go over here, because over here there's also a similar situation where there's that room, and then you unlock this room again by doing some puzzles on the outside, whatever, you know. And there is another music player over here. So it seems like it's the same thing. Strange. I'm gonna have to take a closer listen to those music, because I'm not sure if that's important. Regardless, there is still one more thing to do underwater. Besides the gated chest. There could be other stuff in 4.0 underwater that I'm unaware of, that I haven't done yet. I guess the Nars Ordo might have some connection to do with it. But here we go. Oh, I can't read it anymore. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so when I went into here, it triggered a little bit of a dialogue cutscene, and in it there was a book here. And the book here was talking about how there were some researchers caring for this blubber beast, because there's something wrong with this blubber beast. I think the blubber beast they're referring to is this blubber beast right here that we see on our screen. They gave the blubber beast a name and stuff as well, and there was like a story behind it, and like the blubber beast needed to recover, and like the blubber beast was to return to their area. And before the researchers left, how could that be what the notebook mentioned? Yeah, before the researchers left, they gave enough food for the blubber beast to like eat, so they won't starve to death. Yeah, again, there was a book here. If you're curious on what that book said, you're gonna have to look on online sources, because I've lost the book. So let's go in here and see what this is all about. I'm assuming this is a world quest, so that's why I'm saving this on camera. Blub. This should be Berry Puff. Yeah, that was the name that the notebook mentioned. Berry Puff. They named this blubber beast Berry Puff. This should be the Berry Puff that was mentioned in a note. Poor thing, it looks pale and haggard. Did the engineer really believe their calculations were correct? The food has already run out. Maybe the Fontaine Research Institution blew up because it's full of people like this. Anyways, let's get some food. What do blubber bees eat though? If there's some fish, but this area should be teeming with fish. It could be that it was too weak to catch up to the fish. So let's try to feed it stuff that we've got instead, shall we? The helpless little blubber bees gaze at you with vigilance, though it has no more strength to run away. We got salmon. Okay, let's feed the blubber bees a little bit of salmon. Or fish. The blubber bee sniffs at the food in your hand tentatively while glancing at you warily. It does not sense malice, intent, or malicious intent from you and cautiously takes a bite. Though it was slightly hesitant at first, it quickly becomes ravenous, wolfing down all the food you hand to it. Seems like it has been starving for quite some time. After a while, the blubber beast regains its stamina and barks twice at you before clapping its belly, seemingly its way of offering thanks to a stranger. Health value. Okay, blub blub. Hey, it looks very happy and not scared of us anymore. Yes, eat to your heart's content, then you recover. Although Paimon doesn't, we can just leave it alone. However, we come back and check the blubber beast every now and then. So is this gonna take multiple days? Instruct the blubber beast to do a somersault. Feed the blubber beast. Berry Puff takes a few sniffs of your food but does not eat it. Instead, it turns away. We just fed a while ago. It's probably not hungry now. Let's go back later. Okay, so I guess we can feed this guy every time I do one of these videos. An exploring Fontaine video. Somersault gazes at you in confused look and passes belly a couple of times, seeing it does not understand what you want. Seems like Berry Pup can't guess what kind of movement for now, but it might be able to learn once it's grown a bit more. Okay, so this is our Tamagotchi, I suppose. We can visit this guy every few, or not every few, but every time we make one of these videos, because it might be a while until I make the next one. Who knows when that'll be? But I'm guessing this has something to do with the world quest, so that's why I want to do it on camera. And there we go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Next up, I suppose that kind of completes. Well, I guess we should remove these. We'll remove that. We'll remove that, and then gated chest. We can go to this quest. All right. So this quest, or not this quest, but this is another painting, and we remember that child. It's been so long, honestly, that I've kind of forgotten the story about that child. Right? There was some child that was painting, and like their parents were, or like their parents aren't home, or I guess they leave their parents away from home and do stuff on their own. And I think this, see, they always have like a painting. So every time we see this painting, it's always like that character. And so I kind of want to do this puzzle on camera, and then we'll see if we can unlock that world quest sequencing again. I forgot her name. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. So we do this. These are always weird. These are always finicky because you have to like trigger them all. But they might be timed. Yeah, that one already turned off. Okay. And now that one turned on. So I think we have to move this real quickly. And then we go to this one. Turn that one on. And then we enter here to turn these two on. I lie. What the heck is going on? Okay. Well, I ran out of the water thing. Okay. Wait, this moved now. The other thing moved. Okay. So let's move that. And then we'll try to get our water thing. And we go in here. This one moved back. I'm getting trolled. Oh my gosh, they both moved back. Okay. I need to like get rid of... It's hard because I'm not exactly sure what causes this water to trigger. Like, is it 1 or 2 or 3 orbs? I'm not sure. But I think I got a hang of it. So we're gonna wait for this to time out. We're gonna move this, and then we're gonna collect these two, and then we're gonna move this because I think that can move, and then we'll collect that, and then we'll enter here. Or maybe I should move that one last. Okay, that worked. We got a chest, and now I'm assuming quest starts. Okay, I got a hang of it now. Salsa. Clizzard and Little Miss Paimon sob. Oh, there she is. Hello, Salsa. What's wrong? You look really upset. Oh, there are traps laid by evil green guys here too. No wonder you're in a bad mood. Right. I guess it's the adventure squad placing these puzzles for us to solve and get treasure. And Salsa doesn't like it. This child doesn't like it for some reason. Because it's like, it ruins the natural look of the scenery, if I recall. Am I gonna die soon? Huh? Is that serious? It does look kind of strange, but Paimon doesn't think it's that bad. At least it's not worse than before. Oh no, has Paimon's aesthetic sense been corrupted by the evil organization to the point she cannot tell good from bad? No, it's not that. It's me. I got the case of obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD. So, interesting. I feel like this may be the first time we have like an actual like, what's it? It's a Is it called a mental disorder? It abnormal is an abnormal. Yeah, I guess it's a mental disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder, like a real one. Like we had the lonely syndrome that Thelxie had, right? And Thelxie's mother had. Or was it just Thelxie's mother? It may have been both of them, I think, actually, now I think about it. Obsessive compulsive disorder? Yeah, I read about this disease in books. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm like, uh-oh, she's been diagnosed by a doctor. That's unfortunate. But if she's self-diagnosed, then not to say that she's wrong, but it might not always be right. I feel like a lot of people self-diagnose themselves with OCD. Well, they really don't know the severity of how bad OCD seems to be. Mom and Dad really don't take it seriously and told me then you should start reading about it. But I can't control myself. When I think about the beautiful scenery that has been destroyed by these ugly things painted by the evil organization, I'm so bothered that I can't eat or sleep at all. I don't know if that's obsessive compulsive OCD. Wait, did I read it right? Because that's definitely not OCD. But maybe she doesn't have OCD. Maybe she has some other acronym of OCD, but it's not actually obsessive compulsive disorder. I feel really sick. My goodness, Fontaine is about to lose another great budding artist. Maybe you should go see a doctor. Yeah, Chris is right. Palma thinks it's best to let medical professionals handle it. But Palma doesn't think Salsa's issue is that severe. Anyone would be upset to see beautiful landscape destroyed. Exactly. Like if she would, like literally feel like she's gonna die if she doesn't do something, right? If she has like an obsession with a compulsion, right? Then yeah, but if she just has the obsession but no compulsion, which it seems like she doesn't really have a compulsion to do something, right? It's a ritual. She doesn't seem to have a ritual that she needs to do. Maybe the obsession is scenery looks bad, but she doesn't have the compulsion. At least that's what I think it is. I'm not someone who can. I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist that can diagnose OCD, but from my understanding, that's what it seems to be, right? So Palmer already knows how to make you feel better. We just have to reposition these ugly things and make them part of the pretty scenery, and the problem should be solved. It's a temporary solution. The temporary solution is still a solution. Let's get started. With Salsa's guide, we definitely recreate the lovely view, right? If you put it in the right place, it will be a decoration, but if you put it in the wrong place, it's basically a nuisance. And they place it right in the middle of the road. What an evil trap. The way I see it, it's not the centerpiece, so it shouldn't be in the middle at all. I never know whether the picture would look nicer or really have it shift to one side. Good stuff, but terrible taste. What? Good stuff and terrible taste. Yeah, this is the quest that we need to finish. Okay. Take this and we put it. Well, let's not put it on a road. I'm all cured now. This looks much nicer. Yeah, she definitely does not have OCD if she's cured just because of that. You're right, Clizzer and Palma, ugly things aren't bad things. As long as we place them properly, they become good things. One ugly thing down, another good thing is born. We have moved 2 steps forward toward the beautiful, world of beauty. Half the effort, twice the results. I don't think we can count it like this. You guys are silly. Everyone knows that 1 plus 1 equals 2. Why? That's not what Clizzard meant. Anyway, the 3 of us are going to be great. Are doing great. If we keep this up, all the ugly things will someday be gone from this world. It won't be difficult with just 3 of us. Clizzard has important things to do. And Salsa has homework, right? Sobs. Paul, why do you have to say such discouraging things when everything's going well? Aren't we a team fighting for justice? I finally found something that made me happy, and now I'm sad again. Even if you're nagging at me to do my homework, I'm gonna go home right now. Bye. Kelly leaves in a huff in her canvas small box. Looks like we're done. Look what you've done, Paimon. Paimon didn't want her to get scolded. Paimon didn't say anything too harsh, right? Anyway, Paimon should probably apologize if we ever meet Salsa again. Viewpoint. Morning of viewpoint and a chestmate exploration. Hello, I was at 87. Now I'm at 88. Okay, making progress. I guess we can delete that waypoint. Another point is up here. There's a quest up here that there's also a canvas, and I've already actually completed the puzzle. The puzzle had to do with blowing up these things. The fans, you know the fans? You blow them up and then, yeah, there was a puzzle that, wait, do I have to redo the puzzle? Wait, the chest is gone! I have to redo the puzzle! Okay, well, I'll redo him. Oh gosh. I don't know if I have enough time for this. Okay. Oh, I need to collect these. Okay, that did it. Okay, that did it. Okay, yeah, so basically you just follow the pattern. And here's the chest, and of course, here we meet Salsa again. Hello, it's nice to see you two again. Hi Salsa, alright, about what happened last time. Paimon, sorry, are you still angry? Huh, last time, what happened? Paimon shouldn't have brought up a nasty topic like homework when you were in a good mood. Oh, that, actually, I really forgot about my homework. Huh? When I got home, I realized that I hadn't finished my homework. If it weren't for you, I would have been scolded by mom and dad and my teacher too. See, I told you it was for Salsa's sake. It's all thanks to Paimon's work. Hey, I guess it's a fluke then. It's all thanks to Paimon that everything turned out well, okay? It all worked out. I finished my homework, so mom and dad are pleased, and I didn't have to try so hard to put on an act. Everyone's happy, so this is a perfect ending. How we worried for nothing. What a huge loss. Yep, Paimon was so worried about upsetting Salsa she could barely enjoy her food. Who would have thought that the ever-reliable Salsa would make such a blunder? That's because I'm still a kid. Isn't it normal for a kid to be forgetful? Even adults forget things too. Dad also forgot to turn in some paperwork before, and not only was he scolded by mom, but also by the clerk. He ended up being embarrassed for a whole week. It's super terrifying. I'm never going to work at the Fontaine Research Institute. Your parents work there? Are they dead? Didn't it blow up and people died? No, surely she still has parents because she talked about her parents scolding her, so yeah, they should still be alive. Yeah, that's why they were busy and often away from home, but it's better than that. If they were home every day, I wouldn't be able to go out and sketch so often. It's like the way, I like the way it is now. My parents' work is fulfilling and so is my work. You work? You mean homework? Of course not. Look, there's a trap left by the evil organization here. Our job is to clear these traps, remember? The traps. Then it wouldn't be too hard since you've done the same thing many times before. Let's help Salsa again this time. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter what order you do these quests in because it probably just the dialogue changes and then we get like a little, see how it fades in and out. It probably doesn't matter what order you do these in, but the sequencing of like what she says and is like continuity still is kept if we do these canvas quests outside of order. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like asymmetry irregularities can be a style, well, the rest of the windmill are in the flower bushes, except for the unsociable one. Let's place it in a bush too. Wait, which one's the unsociable one? Find a windmill that fits best along the flowers. Okay. Oops, I talked to her. By the way, why are there so many windmills here? Thank goodness there aren't a windmill or clockwork mecha windmill. Okay. Okay, so this one needs to be placed here. Look, so what better is a reconstruction project, right? It's just like how they rebuilt the Fontaine Research Institute and restored its ruin to its original state. Reconstruction project? Yeah, mom said that the central laboratory was a really pretty building before it flew into the sky, unlike now. But some felt that the lab in the sky was more beautiful than it was before. That's why the Fontaine Research Institute is considering launching its ruins tour for outsiders. Don't tell everyone, but I've been to the ruins near the Fontaine Research Institute. That does not sound safe. That's when I heard about the ruins tour. Two adults were arguing over whether to leave the ruins as they were. One of them said that if it were an ordinary building, people wouldn't be interested in it because Fontaine has so much beautiful architecture. But if it were ruins, people would find it novel. So if they were to use ruins as a selling point, they would be able to attract many visitors, and the Fontaine Research Institute's financial problem would be solved. Financial problems? One said that the financial problems made it even harder to apply for funding. I still think the former Fontaine Research Institute is prettier. It looks exactly like the one in the drawings. The lab in the sky now just looks like a trap laid by an evil organization. Its elements are all there, but the way it's arranged is wrong. So the way it looks is wrong too. Paimon doesn't really understand, but everything looks Pretty good after being rearranged them according to your suggestion. Huh, is this what they call artistic talent? You're only saying that now? I told you, I'm a great budding artist. Yay, all hail the great artist. Don't forget about us when you're famous. Of course I won't. Clizzard and Paimon are my buddies of justice. You spend a relaxing time with salsa at a time party. You say goodbye and Kong skips away merrily with a canvas and small box. And that's a wrap for that one. Good stuff, but terrible taste. We also unlock a viewpoint. Memories of Mont Isus added to archives. Well, that completes that. There are still a lot of world quests to do. I mean, some world quests literally even appear on my map, which I don't know why. But of course, we could do the Nars Ordo one, or we can do this one. Step in garden for fun. We can do that one as well. Or we can go ahead and continue doing the one with the Melazine and the curve clockwork mech. I want to do the Ordo one because I think that's interesting. I'm very interested in that. Okay, let me set the stage for you. Let me set the stage. I was exploring this place because again I need to collect all the chests and stuff. I was exploring this place, and you know, I did find a few new things. So back here, I never explored this, but there's actually a room back here, and we can go ahead and read this, I suppose. Ancient notes. Yeah, so basically I unlocked this because like instead of going forward, which you were supposed to go to unlock that room, you go backwards, and in this room there's like a chest or maybe a hydro oculus or whatever it's called. You know, it's a shame we have to miss it. I was looking forward to Copulus' new work. Ever since he was a child, he's always been incredibly talented. I guess Copulus was an actual person before they became a dancing robot. Out of consideration for everyone's safety, it has been decided that the institute shall close. Driven by the energy and vigor of youth, the young ones are clamoring to go out and do battle. I hope someday they will understand the importance of prioritizing post-disaster reconstruction over marching off to die. I fear that it shan't be long before we must depart. We've chosen a good piece of land near the Fountain of Lucine as the post-relocation site. They even say that they want to use the land to build an opera house. They'd soon set faces of flame with shame and laughter. To think that anyone could be so comical. We're going to pay our visit to Basil's grave. I hope it all turned out like Emmanuel said. However, it's the institution's responsibility to support gifted and talented youth. Met with the newly appointed Eudex. He is a peculiar temperament. Seems much more reliable than Leon and those other clowns. If all goes well, it has the potential to completely revolutionize our understanding of Clockwork Mecha. The proposed methodology and plan are reliable, worth paying more attention. The result of early phase have been satisfactory. We will increase our investment. Carter's leave requests have been increasing in frequency. Better have someone keep an eye on him. He may be having financial difficulties. Not like it's possible for it to be a family matter. After some consideration, I decided to enroll them and temporarily assign them to the same lab. However, I'm concerned with the impact of their joining after Elaine on the mental state of others. Must keep careful watch. Still unconscious during the visit, so can't speak, decided to take a blood sample and see if there's a cure or way to mitigate it. Although the proposed research plan is expected to face challenges in obtaining recognition, I believe it holds significant practical value, so it justifies approval. Toxins remain in the soil and water and have not been fully neutralized. The water is producing deformed oceanids. In a way, this could be a reflection of previous events. I only just learned that these are Carl's adopted children. It's a shame that the NARS Institute no longer exists. This could be the biggest breakthrough in the century. It will change all of society. The report mentioned abnormal movements. I'll have to find a chance to talk to Emmanuel about it. Do I know what all that means? Nope. But did I read it for you guys? Yup. There's also a room down here that I haven't... Wait, what? There's a room down here that I actually haven't discovered yet either. What's this? It's shiny up here. Oh, it's a conch. There's a room. Oh yeah, there's a room back there that I also haven't discovered yet. I haven't opened yet, and I need a key for it. I'm not sure where the key is. I've been trying to investigate all the investigative points that I can possibly get. And so potentially the key is in the Nars Ordo, which we'll do a little bit later. This is the entrance to, or this is the exit, I should say, when we broke that glass stuff up there. There was this was how we escaped, when we escaped during that world quest. There's also this, which is new. There's a little bit of a teleporty entry movie thingy, which makes us come up here. We are up here, and there's a few things up here. There was this gate that opened this room, which has nothing in it currently. But there was also this that we can read. Ancient natural history excerpts. And this is pretty interesting. I skimmed through it a little bit, and I'm like, I definitely want to read this. So here we go. I'm going to read this. Oceanids are beautiful creatures nurtured by the land of Fontaine. According to the legend, the Dentro Aegiria shed the first tear from which the first Oceanid was born. Some say that Aegiria felt great sympathy for dragons, and others say she felt great sadness over the eventual fate of humanity. Now, all that we have left is a metaphorical representation whose true meaning remains unclear. The lizard's bone dissolved into mud, from which swans emerged. The newborn Oceanid was bestowed with the task of comprehending all forms of life, to seek an understanding of a diverse array of species, and to love every creature. It emerges from the sea of life, possessing the power of metamorphosis. Aegiria wished it to use the power to etch the essence of living creatures into its being and gradually develop a yearning for life. Once it gained enough understanding of humanity, it shed its first tear upon the earth. We have used she to refer to the first and her lineage ever since. This is the origin of Oceanids, a small addendum. Perhaps you believe that this kind of document has no scientific value, asserting that physical evidence and records suggest that the origin of Oceanids predates Aegiria and the even earlier realm of Remuria. Remuria being something that Worcestershire mentioned when we were talking next to the ship. And you reckon that only evolutionary diversity of forest pigs, field tracking research on geographically distinct forms counts as genuine research. So I have a question for you. Do you dare to explore your own origins? The gods unleash thunder and anger, and goddesses cry oceans in sorrow. These things are real. Oceanids display considerable disparities in cognitive capacity, partially due to differences in lifespan resulting in very different levels of experience and knowledge regarding the world. But substantial individual variations in the Oceanids themselves also contribute to this phenomenon. Some Oceanids are simply too obtuse to complete tasks related to the continent's water system, and are thus confined to Fontaine, where they assist in soothing human emotions. The increase in the number of Oceanids we have previously considered breeding, proliferation, and reproduction, but none are suitable terms, do not require any pairing off or matchmaking. After gaining sufficient understanding and emotion, they approach the Water Archon or an Elder for permission to claim a thing, which results in their division into little Oceanids. Yeah, so again, everybody in Fontaine was an Oceanid, which is why, like, the whole prophecy, if it would have came through, would have wiped out all the Oceanids, which would have wiped off all the people, right? And one of the things is, like, a lot of people go to the Fountain of Lucine to pray that they want to have children, and then they get children, right? And that has been kind of basically this right here. After getting sufficient understanding, they approach the Hydro Archon or Elder of permission to claim a thing, and which result in the division of little Oceanids. So yeah, the reproduction is for Oceanids that's how they do it. That's why they have to go to the Fountain of Lucine, right? The couples go to the Fountain of Lucine to wish for children. I'm not exactly sure if the people of Fontaine are still Oceanids or they're like fully converted to humans. I'm not sure exactly what it is after the Archon quest of version 4.2, but that was like, yeah, that's how it worked, right? So this would have been interesting to read before we had known that fact, or before the prophecy went through. This would have been interesting read, right? This thing is highly abstract, and in order to make its name more comprehensible to humans, we refer to hexasplit. However, what it is exactly remains unknown. Some believe it could be a drop of pure water essence nurtured by the emotion and intelligence of the parent, eventually giving rise to life. Others speculate that it might be a single sound, a name, possibly even a forbidden utterance, capable of stirring the cycle of elemental forces and drawing on desire that doesn't exist with the pure water bodies of Oceanus, allowing new life to be attached into the world. Still, others propose that it serves as a permanent, granting permission for the dreams and desires within Oceanus to be bestowed with a new name, much like the names of childhood dreams throughout the ages. However, this is a story between Oceanus, and humans have no hope to know it. The propagation of all Oceanus needs to be officially registered. If something were to happen to Egeria, no disrespect intended, may she keep some blessing for herself, the Oceanus elders will also ensure the continuity of their species. But in the event of a more calamitous occurrence, what will happen to the Oceanus? Kind of interesting. Again, we kind of know we kind of at this point know a ton of lore of how the Oceanus works, simply because we did the Archon quest and kind of figured out what was happening with, you know, the prophecy and Focalors and all that stuff. Focalors carrying out Egeria's legacy and curing the curse, all that stuff, right? Regardless, that's all the interesting bits down here. And again, how did I unlock the Nars Ordo? So that was some of the stuff that I saw before that I found out new. But when I came here, right, and there's this room, and then there's this book. And if you read the book, it teleports you. And when I got teleported, I immediately unlocked 2 world quests. And those 2 world quests, again, are connected to Anne. The story continues. For Anne, please keep going. A final question. Talk to Seymour. I also unlocked Seymour's world quest. Seymour's lost data has been retrieved, but the scattered fragments must be put together as soon as possible. All possible connections must be attempted to complete the prototype's initial and final mission. Again, Seymour is part of Momir's story quest that we did that involved Melazines. Oh my gosh, it's the first time walking in. As soon as I entered this place, I immediately bounced just because I didn't want to spoil anything. So, this is new for me. I don't have much time left on this video because I decided to do a bunch of reading and nonsense. So, it's very interesting. I did assume that Seymour and Anne's story might have a little bit of connection to something, and it seemed like that was the case. I also did see this, so it's a marker on your map. I did see this marker on the map of co-op players, so I would go to co-op and I would see this, and I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, the Ordo. That's important to Anne's story, I'm pretty sure, but I never really figured out like how to get this until recently. And so yes, I kind of knew about the Ordo, that it was going to be a book, but here we go. Let's peek around. There's nothing. There's not. Oh, wait, there's chess. I like chess. Oh, here's Seymour. What's going on? We seem to be in a different place now, but where is this? Searching. No data concerning this place has been found in my memory bank. So you haven't been here before either then. Affirmative. There is no need to worry, Miss Clizzard, Miss Paimon. I am equipped with the most advanced optics from the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. I simply need to record this information in my storage units and compare it with previous data. The odds of this being the Nars Ordo are high. Guess this must be the place we're looking for then. Did you remember anything useful upon arriving here, Seymour? Negative. Newly recorded information is pending further analysis and organization. No effective conclusion possible at present. Then we're gonna have to wait for a long time until affirmative. Record space collation starting. Total time required unknown. Interactive functions will cease temporarily while this is ongoing. Wait, hold up a second first. Roger, interrupting space collation process. What instructions, Miss Clizzard, Miss Paimon? Come to think of it, we don't know much about you either, Seymour. All we know is that your master is a Momir, but someone named Mary Oh, Mary Ann. Didn't we meet someone named Mary Ann? Didn't we go to some dream world, which I can't go back to that place for some reason. Didn't we go to some dream world and there was this person who was named Mary Ann? Or was it a dream world? It was some like trippy world, guys. Remember that? It was part of the Ann story quest. It was part of the whole story quest and Anaposis and all that stuff, right? Yeah, I guess I didn't make that connection at the time, but I forgot that it was Mary Ann. Huh. Affirmative. Miss Mary Ann is my master. According to my standard deduction module, the odds of finding clues as her whereabouts here are high. As in, you said it before too, but I felt like there was some more basic questions we haven't answered. Now seems to be a good time, right? If you can tell us more about yourself and Mary Ann, we might be able to better help you. Of course, kind miss. So what do you want to ask? Tell us about yourself. I am prototype that number, designed by garbled mechanical noises to accompany and protect my master, Miss Mary Ann. Pound doesn't get a word of that. Garbled mechanical noises is my creator. I am equipped with the most advanced optics, memory storage unit, logic unit, and various function modules from the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. There's mud, but it sure sounds impressive. The more impressive the equipment, the harder it might be to fix once broken. Note: regular record space collation has decreased the frequency of such issues effectively. So basically, before you've done your calculation thing, there are some stuff that you can't even tell us if you knew, right? Affirmative. More precisely, garbled mechanical noises. Grasp garbled mechanical noises. Information recording garbled mechanical noises can be extracted using garbled mechanical noises. This allows me to keep my log of Miss Mary Ann's daily life and also act as an agent assistant. Are you serious? The important bits are all cut off. What's an agent's assistant? An agent refers to a member of the Merchase Phantom who undertakes an investigation. As its context, assistant refers to Seymour, prototype, whatever itself. So Mary Ann is a Merchase Phantom agent? Affirmative. She is! Interesting. Again, we saw her, but she was like in another world. Right? Was that Mary Ann that we saw during Ann's story quest? Wait, if that's who she is, wouldn't looking for official records help us find her faster? Why we need to come here? Miss Mary Ann's role as an agent was not publicized. Additionally, the case she investigated has to do with garbled mechanical noises. It is garbled mechanical noises performed at the direction of garbled mechanical noises. As such, garbled mechanical noises. I am like close to coughing because I've been talking a lot. So anyway, breaking down again, argue. Regular record space collation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. So let's ask a different question, shall we? I want to cough, but I don't want to mute my mic. Tell me about the Nars Ordo. Can we really find clues about Mary Ann's whereabouts here? You've never been here before, right? So why do you think we'll find clues here? My latest records indicate that the last records before meeting Miss Momir were those of myself executing a specific process. This process was the capture of fugitive elements from the Nars Ordo. Miss Mary Ann was also executing this process. As her companion and guard, I followed her and garbled mechanical noise into illness. There we encountered members of the Nars Ordo, including Jacob Ingold, a core member of said Ordo. I feel like Jacob Ingold's name sounds familiar. So is he a member and Mary Ann was pursuing him? Affirmative. Well, I guess really something related then. God, we should have captured Jacob and questioned him. Who's Jacob again? Oh, was Jacob that guy who was part of the Momir quest? I wondered to come back here. If we ever meet, we're going to have questions for him. Oh, I think Jacob was the Abyss guy, right? The Abyss guy? Was that it? Am I getting this correct? It doesn't seem like the sort who simply answer questions if asked. If all else is, we can just, go good cop, bad cop on him. There's gotta be some way, or else we're stuck waiting for Seymour to recall stuff. You mean, when I complete my record space collation, Miss Paimon? Those things are basically the same. Any other questions? Tell me about your latest records. A fierce battle against the members of the Ordo broke out within Illinois. My storage unit encountered an error due to massive trauma. You must follow the Ordo's plan. At the end, Jacob Ingold, guard mechanical noise must be stopped. Due to guard mechanical noises to Miss Mary Ann. You'd best take a break. Your words are most considerate. Seems like we're gonna have to wait for you to do that collation thing, Seymour. But whatever the case, Jacob was trying to do something bad inside Illinois. Where's Illinois again? I forgot where that area is. I thought Illinois was a person. I thought Illinois was that person that we met, who created Melazines. But I guess it's not a person, but a area? Well, you and Mary Ann were trying to stop him, right? Affirmative. Your summary is overly simplistic, perhaps, but it's basically the truth. Again, we met Mary Ann, so it looks like she was chilling. If we only have this information. Finding Mary Ann might be somewhat difficult. Doesn't seem like we've got any other options beyond waiting for you to do that record collation of yours, Seymour. Affirmative. My calculations indicate that this is the approach with the highest success rate. But it'll take a lot of time, won't it? If you wish, I can estimate the amount of time required. Processing time required? Unknown. Oh yeah, no need for this estimation stuff then. Well, Palmer's done asking Seymour a question. But boy, has you still got some for you, Palmer. You promised you'd explain, didn't you? I won't stash any sacks away without your knowledge. There wasn't a good time to have this conversation earlier. But there's no one to disturb us now. And Seymour's, well, a related party, right? No time like the present then. You tell Palmer and Seymour with the conversation you had with Illinois. Oh, so that's a thing that happened. Palmer thought you'd gone sick or something when you start saying all the weird stuff. And it's good to know you're fine. By the way, Seymour, leaving you here to perform your record calculation wouldn't be a problem, would it? Affirmative. I do not detect any possible sources of danger. Well, then you can just stay here for now, right? A wise choice. Two of you should use your limited time more effectively. Patience is a virtue in some situations, but meaningless waiting is merely a waste of time. We'll come back to see you. Yeah, Mommy is gonna be super worried about you too. You've got to go back to her in one piece after all. Well, we did that little sequencing, I suppose. Collision record space. Please wait patiently. Do not force exit or shut the unit down before the process is complete. Okay. We still have Anne's portion, unfinished story. Where does this... They want us to go there. Oh, I'm not going to go there. Drain conch cup. I feel like I've gotten that before. Drain conch cup. Yeah, I have one of these. I have two of them now. I also been getting these mysterious cores. That was also a part of another world quest that we started but never finished. The guy who was buried in sand. A place to go someplace, an institute. Oh boy. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I needed a key to go into the last room in this area, but I don't know where it is. And I suspected that it may have been in the Ordo. And it seems like it was in the Ordo. So let's end the video doing that. If I recall, I think the area is this way. I hope it's this way at least. Is it? Oh, I fell in the hole. I think it's this area. Yeah, I kind of remember. It's above water in the other area. So we do this. And then we go over here, I believe. Yes. My memory serves me well because I just did this the other day. And the room should be to our right. It is. We got the key. That was the key that we needed. Let's see what is in here. Because this is part of this whole World Quest series. I mean, they're all very connected. Do I know the connections off the top of my head? No. But maybe it is important. Okay, we're going here. Interact. A study in Sable. Okay, things are getting spicy. Things are getting very spicy here. Let's see what the achievement said because it's interesting. Find a more special subject of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Huh. Interesting. It seems like that door can open over there. Do we continue? I think I have to save this to next video. I don't know if going in here is going to start another world quest. But indeed, you know, today we did some stuff. We explored some underwater areas. We continued the Salsa story arc. And we're continuing this whole, you know, Institute of Natural, like, research, Seymour, Mary, Anne. Like, all this stuff seems very connected. And honestly, I'm not really, like, keeping track of it as well as I should have. But I am doing this all on camera and on video, so maybe one day I'll look back on these videos and it will make more sense. Especially since I'll have known the ending after recording all this. And so yeah, it's very interesting. So, there we go. We'll continue next time. I think our plan is to suss out whatever this is. Then we're gonna do Anne. We're gonna do Anne's little quest. And then again, I still have other world quests planned that we can do next time. And so, you know, tons left to do. Tons left to do. So, thank you so much for watching. You're beautiful the way you are. And next time, we continue exploring this area. See you guys then.